Go.
I love me. Hey. I love me enough for the both of us. Yeah, yeah. That's why you try.
Mwah. I guess I want to speak about like me graduating from college, because honestly it's such a huge like deal for me. But honestly, due to like everything, I'm not gonna lie, I do feel a little bit like it didn't feel as special as I felt like it needed to be, or I thought it would be. But basically I just want to wrap up really fast how I've been feeling, and the process for this, and just a little bit like overall like my thoughts about graduation and graduating. However, I'm gonna try my best not to go like too into detail, because apart from this I do want to do a video where I am definitely going to give like college advice and speak on my specifically like college experiences, because I did go to more than one college at different points in my life. So I definitely can give comparisons and advice and tips, and then also overall my opinion now that I've actually went through it and completed it. I feel like I can definitely give some good advice on like, yeah, like I said, what I feel like you should go with, and how to decide, and etc. As I do want to do another video, which that one is gonna be a heavy video. It's gonna be a pretty much a long one, and it'll be basically kind of touching base with college, but it won't be fully about college. I really okay, well, I don't even know how to explain it. That's how you know. Okay, like I said before, I've been through depression, although it might not seem like it, and this was prior to my baby. So basically at one point in my life I went through like such a dark phase. Like I don't think like nobody really understands how dark that phase was until I share those stories, or like share what I experienced. But just know that it was a really dark phase in my life that I honestly like yeah, I don't know how to explain it, but like this, how I, unless I really break the things down to you guys right now, which I don't want to, because I just want to save it for that video. But basically I'm gonna speak about the depression that I went through, and how I eventually like am where I am now, and how I overcame it, and how like now the way that I treat it, the way that I like face things now. I also want to speak about like what led me to that point, and I just want to share my story. You know, I know that I know for a fact that there has to be a few, you know, especially girls in my case, going through it, or that went through it, or that need to hear that, even if it's not a depression as deep as the one that I'm gonna share. But I feel like in some type of way at one point we all need motivation, and we all look up to somebody to get that motivation, just like I do. I watch certain YouTubers that kind of motivate me myself, so I want to be that person to somebody else. But also because I just feel like basically it ties in with my graduation. It ties in with how I feel right now that I graduated, which I'm pretty sure I haven't even said it because I'm rambling. But now that I graduated, I've been so emotional, honestly. Like now it's a better day. Now it's been what, literally a week. Oh my god, it's been a week. Yeah, it's been a week. So it took me a week to literally come on camera to you guys and speak about it, because that's how emotional I've been. That I've been I've cried a lot for so many reasons. And like, so I was obviously like looking rough, basically what I'm trying to say. And I was like, I don't want to like record like you know, me looking rough and looking ugly or whatever. So I was like, let me just wait on a day where I can actually like sit down or, you know, really just like speak to you guys and tell you guys how I feel and share a little bit about like the background of it and why it's so important to me, although it's just an associate's degree. But yeah, like a week later, I guess now I decided like I'm gonna put a little bit of makeup on and I'm gonna talk because I feel a little bit better now. I feel like I've been getting a few things done now that have made me feel a little bit better. And like my stress level has definitely gone like decreased compared to where it was like literally like a week ago or 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. It was just horrible. So I feel like now I can actually talk to you guys a little bit of how I felt, but just know that this whole process was so hard. And there's a reason. Like I said, when I post that video where I share with you guys a little bit of my depression story, you guys will see why it ties into graduation, and you guys will also see why this graduation was so emotional for me, so important to me, and how sorry, I got a tripod because I realized that I thought I was gonna just say a few words and be done with that part of the video, but I realized that, like I said, there's just so much for me to say or let out that I'm just like, let me get this tripod and put the camera down. So I don't, basically, like I was saying, was that I'm not sure where I left off, honestly, but I know that I definitely want to do, like I said, the video that's really the most important to me, which is, like I said, my depression video, basically. But like I know I mentioned that to you guys even on the Get to Know Me, because like I said, I always knew that I wanted to get to this point where I was gonna make this video, but I always basically avoided it because I was just like, this is like a serious, heavy video that I'm like, whenever I do it, I need to be fully prepared to let it out, and I need to have time because it's definitely not going to be a short one, and I need to like I need to be comfortable by then. So that's why I always pushed it off. And then as I was getting closer to graduate, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna wait till I graduate, because honestly, like I keep mentioning, it ties in with it to a certain extent, simply because my journey of depression and everything like started honestly like right around the time when I started college, and there was just so many fallouts and stuff. But I'm just basically, it was a deep dark like stage in my life that I feel like people might think I'm exaggerating, because I know people talk about it all the time and sometimes people exaggerate or whatever, but I cannot express it enough, like how serious I was. Like when I share with you guys the things that I was doing or everything, like you guys will understand. But anyways, that's a separate video. For this one, like I said, I just wanted to speak on like how I've been feeling. And like I said, it's been a whole week since I graduated. Today's Friday, and it was Friday when I graduated. It was a week ago. And like I said, I honestly didn't feel like I got the graduation that I deserved or felt that how it would be. Even last Friday, it was raining, it was so gloomy, like everything about it was just, you know, like it sucked. And today, look at it, it's beautiful daylight, the sun's out. But basically, like I was so emotional, you know, like I literally cried that day. I cried the night before. I cried almost every day leading up to it for the past week or so, or 2 weeks. But even at that, like this whole experience of like getting closer to graduation, like this whole past month or two, like I spent like different days crying, like I would tear up a little bit because my stress level was to 100. Like I feel like nobody fully like understood. Like I would post here and there a project or two that had me stressed, but in reality I was stressing about other and more projects and more homework every single day for the past like during this whole quarantine. And it's been over 2 months already. It's been already like a while, and it was just like as closer as it was getting, I was stressing more because everything was just piling up more. And the thing is that I'm trying to make it with my business, like I'm trying to grow it. I have so many ideas for my business that I was trying to share already and post, but it's almost like I was like, no, like I have to think, I have to put my graduation first. I have to put graduating from college first, because this is already here. And it's like, if I like, waste that every little few times that I would waste on like posting a post on, on my Instagram page for my lash dolls for my business, it is a setback to my school stuff. So it was just kind of hard. And I honestly did take a huge break. And then at one point, then I kind of like got caught up a little bit with school, and like started like being more active again with my business. But even and it started actually like booming and flourishing. Like I started getting more sales. It was a happy time, but at the same time I was still stressed, because I was like, oh my gosh, like now that I'm getting all these sales, like there's so much more that I want to do to keep growing. But at the same time, it's like I have to hold back a little bit, because I'm like, I have so much to do that is like I'm gonna regret it. And every night you would see me in bed with my computer in the corner, and like Bubba would always be like, babe, just turn it off, just come lay down. And I'd be like, no, because then if I get near you, like I'm gonna get lazy, I'm gonna get sleepy, and I'm already sleepy and I'm fighting my sleep. And when I tell you guys, like my sleeping schedule is and was so messed up. I would sleep every day, sometimes like at 4 in the morning, 6 in the morning, 3 in the morning. Like the earliest I ever went to sleep during this whole like time was like 3 or 4 in the morning. Like I always went to sleep like at that time or later. And then if baby girl happened to be awake or she woke up, then I was fucked, and I really wouldn't get my sleep until 6 or so. It was just such a stressful time. And then dealing with COVID-19 honestly was such a huge setback to my plans when it comes to school. It made it 10 times harder. Like I like for this final term I was taking 5 classes in total. But then I had decided like my schedule when I was able to start it and go to school at first before COVID-19 like basically got bigger. I was doing 2 days, so I think it was 2 days of school, and basically it was kind of like full days, so they were heavy. But I basically knocked out most of my work at school, and then like in between I had like an hour 2 hour break before my next classes, and then that's when I would catch up on any extra homework or projects that I hadn't finished at home. And basically like that was working. I remember then I was still a little bit stressed, like because I had a lot of things to do, like I said, even with my business, and I was still trying to edit YouTube videos and post. But then I was able to manage it, just because I was like, okay, well, like those, I think I was doing Mondays and Tuesdays for school, if I'm correct. And then, because I don't even remember, it's been a long time, but I was doing Mondays and Tuesdays, I believe. And I would go in since like one day I would go in at 12:30 and wouldn't get out to like 8, I think 8 or so. And then the other day I would go in like at 1 and wouldn't get out to like, it was just like the time frame, it was either 8 or 9. Like I had my schedule switched up, but I would start my days at school from 12:30 or 1, and then I wouldn't get out to like 8 or 8:30 or around the 9 the latest in these terms. So regardless, I dedicated like 2 full days to school, and then at home I would just play. It was a little bit easier. I would play catch up with a few things, but because of COVID-19, now I had to do everything through home, and it was so much harder with my baby, because as you guys know, like I'm a stay-at-home mom. So like my baby is in that point when she just wants to be walking around, she wants to be free. And it was just so hard. Like I cannot express that enough. And literally like that's when finally, like when things got to the point where I was like, I'm literally crying, because this is so hard. Like I'm trying to do so much, but it's like I don't have enough of me. I'm trying to be a good mom to my baby, I'm trying to be a good wife and cook, but at the same time I want to clean up my apartment because it's getting messy, because I don't have time. And then I'm trying to also edit YouTube videos, but eventually I had to choose to stop. And then I was like, I'm trying to grow my business and graduate. And eventually once I got to the point where I was like, I cut off the having fun. That was already cut off, of course. And then I for sure was like, it was to the point where I cut off YouTube. I was like, I cannot edit videos right now, because literally like it's literally graduating and my business right now at the top, and of course being a mom and a wife. So I cut those things off, and even then I was still so stressed. I just have no idea. But basically that's the reason, long story short, that I'm so, well, I feel like ya se me está quitando lo emotional, to be honest. But that's the reason that like last week I was so emotional, drained and exhausted. like I said, everything that led up, I would cry, you know, because I had so much going on. And then obviously the last week or so, it was because like the literally I cried the day before once I realized like I'm done. When I submitted my last project, I was like, I fucking did it. Like I fucking did it. And the reason like it makes me so emotional, like I said, is because I fought for this. And you know, high school, you basically kind of like, it's like you have to, I know people drop out, but basically it's like a given, you know, kind of. And even then, yeah, like classes are hard once you get to high school, but it is nothing compared to college, where you're paying for this, you're working for this, you're committing to this, you're fighting for this. And I guess it's because of the journey. Like I said, once I tell you guys the backstory, you guys will understand. But even then, like I said, I went to different colleges, and then at one point I gave up on college. Like I was just like, you know what, like it's just not in my books. And I you know, like I'm just like, I'm done with it, you know, like I really am. And just the fact that I found Wade College is honestly such a great college. And I'm very thankful for them. And just the fact that, like, you know, I actually majored in something that I believe in. Like at first, when I was fresh out of high school, I honestly thought like, you know what, like I'm just gonna graduate just to graduate. And I was planning on doing a 4-year degree, you know, a bachelor's, because honestly, it wasn't because I was like I need to, because honestly I always knew that I wanted to have a job that was just kind of like in the spotlight, or I don't know how to explain it, you know. Like in high school, I was so involved that you saw me, like everything that I did, it was when I kind of like found myself, and I realized like, you know what, like I want to do so many things. Like why just settle for one? So I remember leaving high school not really sure exactly what I wanted, but I knew that I had so many options and that I wanted to try a little bit of everything at one point in my life. And I knew that I was like, oh my gosh, like I don't know which one to commit to, but I want to do all these 4 or 5 things. And I had them named and I knew them by heart. And it was because, like I said, in high school, if you watch my get to know me video, or you guys know me, like I was so involved in high school. And honestly, like, you know, I realized like my talents, and I you know, like I did the morning and afternoon announcements, so I always knew that I wanted to be like on TV, or like, you know, even being on the news or something like I would enjoy. I did, you know, I was a captain in drill team, and I always like dancing is my love, and at that moment it was like my number one thing. And it's sad that it's, you know, kind of pushed to the side a little bit now, but it's something that I honestly would love to kind of get back into. Of course, la bailada no se me quita, because I'm Hispanic, so like dancing wise I still dance, but obviously like the others, you know, dancing where it's like a routine or something that's different. As well as like as well as like, even like I was, you know, the editor-in-chief of the yearbook, so like I always knew that I would love to do something with graphics, like, you know. So now that I've majored into the stuff that I actually love, I'm proud and I'm happy, you know, things work out in their own way. And now I'm actually doing a business, and I always knew I wanted a business. But honestly, like I said, when you're fresh out of high school, I was just kind of like, I'm just gonna get my 4-year degree just to prove that I can, and just to do it, you know, just to do it, whether I'm gonna use this degree or not. And like I said, I went to University of Houston, and within time, obviously, like things didn't work out, and I'll speak about it later. But then that's when I was like, you know, through my depression stage. And then now being here, knowing that I graduated, and I took my graduation pictures this past week, so I feel like that's why I've been feeling better. And I guess it started making me feel like, wow, like I really did graduate, because the pictures are so like cute and just powerful to me. And obviously, like I said, so my mom was, you know, they all congratulated me and everything. And it was also like my dad's not here. It was just, you know, I didn't get to walk the stage, and I feel like I really earned it. And it was also because, like I said, like I busted my ass. Like I cried so much. And on top of that, guys, because I've made it to the honor society, like I literally, like, you know, you have to have a certain GPA and etc. to make it there, to make it, you know, that far. And I got that, and I was just like, wow, like I didn't just graduate, I graduated basically with honors. And that's a huge thing, like, you know, for me. Like I did it once again. I graduated from high school proud, you know, with so many like things that I accomplished, and now with college I basically can say the same, and I have the proof and stuff. So this is basically like what I, what I received, and this is obviously only people's like with honors, as you guys can see. It should say, yeah, like, okay, can you see that? And so this is our basically the cords that you put around, and then as well as this one, everybody in college, like, we don't get this unless you're a part of it. And I got this, so I was already like, that made me more emotional. I was like, oh my god, like, like, not only did I graduate and it was so fucking hard, but I went above and beyond that. And then on top of that, like, we had to create a portfolio, and I myself made it to the second round of the portfolio, which was so stressful, and basically what that means is, like, you make a portfolio of all your work, and then you showcase it. And in our case, we had to showcase it through live because of the COVID-19, but normally people have to showcase it in person, and you do a presentation. And since we had to do it this way, regardless, it was still through live, it was still nerve-wracking, and then they obviously like choose like the best, or they grade you, and based on your grade you can make it to the next round, which is like, with actual professionals, like basically critiquing you. And I made it to that second round, and I was just like, wow, like, that's huge. Like, I don't know how to explain that. So things like that made me more emotional. I was just like, wow, it almost feels like nobody's noticing that I'm accomplishing all of this, because honestly nobody knows. Like, my friends don't know, like, a lot of people didn't know, and I'm like, but I am accomplishing these things. And even though, like, I might not be getting the credit for it or whatever, like, from certain people, but I'm doing this shit, and I'm doing this by myself, and it's been so hard. So once I got to that moment, like, it's just, I don't know, I've been so emotional. And now, like, I feel a little bit better. So I was like, let me get on here and, let me wrap this video up and just share with you guys, how I've been feeling. And like I said, I expect those videos coming soon. Here's my diploma. In case, para la que no me crea, in case I thought I was lying or whatever, I did graduate, okay? And I graduated with honors. And bitch, I did that shit, okay? And here's my cap. It's so cute. I'm gonna insert an actual picture because aquí le faltan like 2 pink little stones or diamonds, whatever, that I had put. Because when I took my pictures with my brother, yeah, you know how that is, taking it on and off. But honestly, but I still have some, so I'm like, I'm gonna fix it again and like post it. I mean, and like edit it. I mean, like, I can't even talk. But I'm gonna fix it, obviously, because I do want to hang this on my wall. But it says pretty, educated, and graduated, okay, or whatever. And I did this all by myself as well. So I filmed a little bit of the journey. I'm pretty sure, I think I did show you guys. But yeah, so this is this. Let me show you guys my portfolio real quick. Okay, and this is my portfolio. It's huge. But basically, this is what I had to bust my butt off. And was what we had to present. I'm not going to show you guys all the pictures. Oh, I have this thing. I'm not going to show you guys everything, but I just want to give you guys a glimpse of my work, so you guys can see. Can you guys see that? You guys see that? So my little boutique. These are some PowerPoint slides. Some stuff I have on here. I even included my business in my portfolio because duh. And then I even included the business card I did for my friends. Magazine cover, CD cover. And obviously these, I put them out of order because I didn't realize that when I was putting them in here. Because we had to go to campus like later on and pick up our portfolios and actually like put them in like physically, because for now our portfolios were just like a PDF, just just through online. And so yeah, but basically I just wanted to show you guys. And yes, I'm super grateful and excited, and my journey has just begun. I'm definitely feeling relief. Like, y'all don't understand. I was so stressed, guys. Pimples. I had pimples. So many pimples. Like right now you guys can tell like my face is my face is pretty clear. Even I know I'm wearing makeup, but still, like, my face is clear. Like, you touch it, it's soft, it's flat. I obviously do have probably like a few like the not pimple stains, but pimple marks or whatever that's left, whatever. Scars, I guess that's called, but I'm pretty sure they're going away because I've been really cleansing my face because I'm just like, yeah, I don't understand. That's another thing. I was so stressed. And then pimples, I had pimples like coming out, and then it would be like I started like, oh my god, like freaking out, and like, you know, I would wash my face, but then like one would clear up and then another one would pop up, and it was just such like, yeah, I don't understand. Like, it was that crucial. Like, Bubba will tell you, like, I was like, oh my god, like, what is it? I don't understand what it is. Like, I don't know why I'm getting pimples. But then I realized that, you know, you can get pimples from stress. And I was so stressed. And literally, as time was going, I was trying to take things more like calm, and I was telling myself, put this on hold, put that on hold, and I was literally just saying no, like, about any type of hanging out or having like any type of fun. And basically I was just focused, and I was telling myself, like, as long as you get this done, don't stress it. Like, I was definitely trying to, like, you know, take a better approach at things so that I can like clear my face. And I feel like it worked because I started cleaning my face more, like washing my face more. I tried new products, which like later on I'll do a skincare and I'll share what I use, because when I tell you it, like, this shit worked. But and to this day, I'm still, you know, washing my face because obviously I'm still a little bit stressed, but not nada que ver to how it was. Like, obviously now I'm just like playing catch up and deep cleaning my apartment because, like I said, that's something that I always wanted off my list. I'm basically knocking things out that I had put on hold, like errands and like filming, and like I obviously have so many videos to edit, and I have like a lot of pictures, and I ordered new products for my lash dolls, my brand. So if you guys are wondering, this is one of our new necklaces from Lash Dolls. You guys seen it first. So it's Cancer, because I am a Cancer. My birthday's in June, which is next month, by the way. But yeah, so we have new Zodiac necklaces that are going to be available literally within this week. I just need to take the pictures, like I said, and post them on my website and whatever. But these are so cute. So if you're a Virgo, whatever you are, I have a Zodiac necklace for you, okay? And then what else? And then, oh yeah, in case you guys are wondering, I'm wearing Lash Doll Mamacita from Lash Dolls. This is a very, like, as you guys can see, I named it Mamacita for a reason, because I feel like if you're a mommy and you're like, I don't really like the big lashes and I can't do this, and you know, this is the lash for you. Like, it goes from small to big, and it's definitely still cute looking, but still like natural looking. And at the same time, I am wearing like 1 coat or 2 coats of mascara, of course, because I always do that with all my lashes, because if not, my concealer, you know, it gets on my lashes, so basically like they look gray and dusty, so I have to put mascara on every time. But I always do like 1 coat or 2, just so that they could look black basically and not look like gray or dusty or whatever. But if you guys can see, like, it's a natural lash. Like, it's not too long. And at that, I was also going to show you guys, obviously if you don't want it, you could put it like even flatter. Like, I've noticed a lot of people put their lashes kind of like this. I always try to put them upwards like that, because it kind of helps them lift up. So I'll probably show you guys later on in a video. But basically, that is the style Mamacita. And then check out, be on the lookout for these. This isn't the only thing, okay? Later on, we're trying to already add basically, like, my birthday is 1997. The year I was born is 1997. So we're gonna have a few years, whatever. They look super cute, similar to this. So yeah, so just stay tuned. And then also my new set of nails, I'm pretty sure you guys were staring at it. They're freaking popping, guys. Obviously already, yeah, it's been like 2 weeks since I got them done. But this is Nails by Areli. I'll put her name right here, Nails, I think it's _by_Areli on Instagram. She is popping, okay? I already told you guys, I have 3 close friends who do nails, and they always leave my nails snatched, and they're very good quality and stuff. So for this set I always go to, like, you know, I alternate basically, and this set is Nails by Areli. So shout out to her because she slayed them, okay? So if you guys are interested, go follow her and tell her Anna sent you. But yes, long story short, I was feeling a little bit down or whatever, you know, because of my graduation. But now within the days, I'm like, no, bitch. No, bitch. You're happy for yourself. You're gonna celebrate. I don't care if I'm freaking chugging a bottle by myself, but I'm gonna celebrate. So hopefully maybe today or tomorrow I'm gonna celebrate. But no, I am planning on probably like doing like celebrating or going out to eat, at least like with my sister-in-law, because she really did want to celebrate that day. Like that's why she bought me the hypnotic bottle that I shared, like the little cute basket that I showed you guys. She bought me a hypnotic bottle because she was like, that day she was like, popping bottles or what, let's chug this, you know, turn up. But I was just so emotional, so I basically had to like postpone it, and I told her like, no, it's okay, but you know, now that I've been thinking, I'm like, why? Like, fuck everything, like fuck my feelings. Basically, I'm just like, go have fun. And I do want to celebrate, so I think either mañana, que is Saturday, we'll probably just at least go out to eat and have some drinks. And you know, so I don't want to look later on and be like, I didn't do anything for my graduation. I want to feel like, well, at least I went out for dinner, and I, you know, yeah, and I turned up. Because obviously that day we did like Bubba bought me canes, like my favorite food, and obviously he was like telling me, do you want to go out to eat at a restaurant and everything? But it was raining, it was already nighttime. I was just like, no, honestly, like I was so tired. Like I said, I was like, my sleep even the day before I graduated was bad because I was still up doing stuff. So I was basically like just at a point that I was like, honestly, to tell you the truth, I just want to finally lay down and breathe. I was like, I want to close my laptop and not open it for a whole day and just breathe. So yeah, guys, that was basically it, like how I've been feeling. But I feel like little by little I'm feeling better because I've been knocking things out. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and stay tuned for my next videos. I have hauls coming up because I've been shopping, of course, and all kinds of videos coming up, old vlogs, party vlogs, chilling vlogs, mommy vlogs. I have a little bit of everything that I never got to edit just because I had to postpone it because of this, but I did it, guys. So stay tuned. Okay, thank you guys for anybody who honestly truly supports me, whether you shop my brand, whether you actually just follow us and like our pictures, that's already a big help, whether you enter my giveaways, because we always have giveaways, whether you give us a shout out, whether you just subscribe to my channel, whether you like my videos, like shout out to you. Thank you so much. And I promise you once I get, you know, situated and I do the things that I want to do, you're gonna see our glow up, and you're gonna be like, hell yeah, I'm glad I followed this bitch from the jump. Okay, because I promise you there's more to come. So thank you guys for the support, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Ben, Chanel, Ben. Mira, Chanel, mira, ¿quién es? ¿Quién es? Oh, ¿quién es? Is that you? Hey, there. Hey, go Chanel, go Chanel, go Chanel, go Chanel. Hey, go Chanel, go Chanel, go Chanel. Hey, go Chanel. Hey. Go Chanel. Careful, Nana, careful. Go Chanel. Hey. Go Chanel. Hey. Careful, Nana, careful. Hey. Go Chanel. Hey. Hey.